Welcome back, real nerds. It's time for some real talk. I'm your host today, Scott Scooter, a.k.a. The Boss, a.k.a. This is my co-host, Bobby Law, the other boss.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm cool
I'm
with that.
so happy right now.
So happy. Why are you so happy, Scoot?
You tell him, Bob.
Well, we have a fancy new camera right in front of us.
I hope it looks nice. Oh, God, I can see myself now. We can see ourselves in the TV now. It's crazy.
But, you know, we're crisscrossing.
I hope this looks nice. Oh, my God. If you're watching, please tell me if this looks nice. Just make me feel better about myself. I spent 5 hours.
Went through a lot of difficulties.
Fucking hours getting this goddamn... I gotta realize, no one's teaching me how to do this, man. It is not easy. I feel for those streamers, man.
This camera, he worked so many hours to get it up. It just got charged. We were about to kick off at 1 a.m. and the internet went down for a 10-minute blackout.
Goddamn storm, man.
Lots of crazy things, but we're here. That's why we're so happy.
I was about to get
things are working out.
I was about to get mad because I worked this hard.
He needed a win, folks.
You're about to take it from me? Yeah, I needed a win.
He got one.
We were about to record this if we couldn't get back on the internet, so you still would have got your episode.
Not as fun.
But it would have been as fun because we like hanging out with you guys.
Yes.
We also have GIFs now.
GIFs? Do the GIF.
Do the GIF?
Do
wait,
it.
I don't know if I might have not fixed it.
Oh, look at him. He's fumbling.
Huh? Oh, the Joker.
Wow.
Huh?
Look at that.
Oh, my God. Isn't that cool? We're fucking muted again. Why doesn't nobody ever tell us these things in the chat? They're just like, we don't know. We don't know if they're muted.
Dude, I hate you.
How much did you miss? That's got to be at least 5-10 minutes.
Yeah. Everything we explained.
Oh, wait, no, we've only been on for 7 minutes, so it's got to be like, what, 3 minutes?
Everything we explained.
All right, so we'll just recap real quick. He's got a list, I got a list. We're going to go from 5 to 1. And then we're going to see.
Of what? What's the list even of,
Of
Scott?
Game Boy to Game Boy Advance titles.
Our top 5.
So Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance.
And neither of us have seen each other's lists.
And your game was for number 5.
My game for number 5 was Super Mario Land 2, the 6 gold coins.
Okay. So you have that.
I have that.
And you want to explain why again? Because they did not hear a thing you said.
Yeah. So,
we're getting better at this, I promise.
We're going to have to put a big green, stamp on that mute button there.
I think I'm going to move it.
Anyways, yeah. So, I really liked Super Mario Land, the 6 gold coins, just because... I guess it's the same as all the other Marios, really, but
yeah, but it started a whole new thing with you know how you go from world to world using the map.
Yeah,
that was where it started.
Oh yeah, okay. So you got to travel around wherever you wanted to go.
Yep,
and you could actually go back to certain places to get more lives and things like that. So there's a little more strategy involved. Also, Wario made his first appearance in this, which was cool.
Yes,
he took the castle.
You know, Wario's whole thing is just to be richer than Mario and better than Mario. He's not even a really bad guy. He's just
what's his deal
jealous.
With Mario though?
He's just jealous.
What started that?
I have no idea.
Mario's
I never got into the Mario lore, which I'm sure there is a whole thing. There's gotta be.
Sometimes I hate going into the lores.
You dive deep.
When you explain to me the Pokemon lore or the actual
Dude, don't even get me started. There was this whole thing
Arceus,
about
Muse,
Sun and Moon being the last
bullshit.
games. Did you know that?
There's
a whole thing where
I'd be okay with that
because of in the commercial it says it all comes full circle, and there was this whole thing on YouTube. It's it all comes full circle. It's coming to an end.
Conspiracy theories.
7th generation.
Pokemon conspiracy.
It's all coming to an end. Pokemon as we know it is gone.
Well, it is gone because Pokemon Sun and Moon fucked it all.
They were so good.
X and
Anyways,
Y.
okay.
X and Y were cool.
They're not on our list. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Okay, so what's your number 5?
All right, my number 5 is going to be... Are you ready for this? It already beats yours.
You can't even load it. That's why he's stalling.
Mario Kart Super Circuit on the Game Boy Advance.
That was a pretty good game.
That was a phenomenal game. It was the first handheld Mario Kart game, and even though it was a revised version of the console edition, it still had the greatest, it had a great feel.
Yeah.
And it basically just, that was what cemented Mario Kart's coming to handheld systems.
That one there, and it actually is number 4.
Look at that! I didn't even know that.
Sold.
Didn't even know
almost
that.
6 million cartridges.
When I look for something that's good, I don't look in. I don't look at it. I never look at it something because of how much it made. Like people are always like, oh, you don't know good music, or if you know whatever. It's like like Rihanna. Rihanna's a good artist, right? Like to me, no. And they're like, well, she makes so much money. Like the amount of popularity she has doesn't mean that she's good. It just means a lot of people like dumb shit.
Your ears are different, So
I mean, and by the way, I actually do like Rihanna.
And I'm the same. Like with this list, I was just curious to see how our lists compared to, what games actually sold really well. I actually didn't view this.
I'm glad you brought it up. Honestly.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. It's cool to compare.
So what's your number 4?
My number 4.
Foe.
Wario Land 2.
Oh God! So this is the one I knew about.
You didn't know about this one?
No, it wasn't that one. It was the last one. Yeah, never mind.
Okay.
Wario's coming up a lot tonight. It's funny because it's not gonna be in mine.
So Wario Land 2, for me, this had to make my top 5 because it was the second game I ever owned. So I played a lot of it.
So a little bit of nostalgia there.
Yeah, released in 1999. The weird thing about this was it wasn't like other games at the time whereas like if you ran into an enemy, you wouldn't actually die. You wouldn't lose a life. But what happened is you would lose coins and you kind of bounce backwards a bit.
Yeah, Wario doesn't really die because he has resiliency.
Resilient, really?
He's a resilient character. That's why he's in that game. He can take the powers of other enemies.
Yeah, I actually have a few listed. So there's like bees that can sting you, and the thing is too, you kind of want to use these enemies at some points. Well, have you played through it?
I have not.
I'm glad you know about it though, because that's pretty cool.
The thing is, I know a lot about a lot of things, but I usually don't. I actually haven't experienced them myself.
Well, that's pretty cool though. Anyways, there's actually a bunch of alternate endings to this too. 5 different possible. Well, there's the original ending, but there's also 5 different endings you can get to if you go take different paths throughout the game. Okay, which is neat. And I hear there's actually some kind of Game and Watch throwback, like if you collected a certain amount of coins and got like these treasure chests, you can get little pieces of a puzzle. Huh. And if you fill the whole puzzle out, apparently you get like a Game and Watch mini game. Or something, some kind of throwback to that. I never got it, actually, but...
Okay. I mean, well, Wario in general has that, like, WarioWare mini-games. Wario is just, like, full of those things.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. So, yeah, the enemies were cool. Like, the bees, they would sting you. They would make you float. Your head would kind of puff up. You'd go away. There's these little chefs that would make you really fat. If you ate cake, they threw at you. And that would help you break through things.
I like cake.
So, it was neat, That's my number 4. Okay. What's your number 4?
My number 4 is going to be on my phone.
On your phone.
My number 4 is going to be Tetris.
Really?
Yes.
Are you serious? You called Tetris a stupid game the other night.
I don't like Tetris.
You don't, but...
So, let me explain. So, I told you I had an original Game Boy, right? Mm-hmm. I had 2 games on that original Game Boy. Can you guess what they were?
Well, Tetris.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And... I have no clue. The only game I ever played on the original Game Boy was The Lion King.
Okay, so original Game Boy had Tetris and Pokemon Yellow.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. When did that come out on the Game Boy?
It came out for Game Boy Color, right?
Right.
Yeah. Came out for Game Boy Color, but I didn't own a Game Boy Color.
So
those are the first 2 games I had.
You could play the Game Boy Color games on the Game Boy, but it just would be black and white?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's neat.
Now I'm confused. Yeah, because remember the original Game Boy Color games had the notch. So the original Game Boy had a locking notch.
Okay.
So the Game Boy Color also didn't have the locking notch, but they kept the notch in the game cards. But like if you remember Pokemon Crystal, it was a full-bodied one. You couldn't put in a Game Boy, a regular Game Boy. I think it's because
you mean the indent, right? That notch up top. Okay.
Yeah. Because if you ever look at a Pokemon Silver and Gold cartridge, they're the indents too. Crystal was the first one that did the full cartridge.
I always thought that was just to help you, pull it out better.
This is here for a reason.
Yeah, like a little thumb.
So Tetris and Pokemon Yellow, Yellow version were my first 2 games I ever owned.
So are you good at Tetris?
I am terrible at Tetris. There's a reason I went to Pokemon very quickly.
Just so everyone knows, Tetris actually is the #1 sold handheld game.
Yeah, and it's also gotten like, I don't know how many goddamn revamps and redones, because it's the same. You can pretty much get Tetris on any medium of technology. Yeah. You can get on your calculator.
There's still intense Tetris competitions today, even. Pretty sure.
No, yeah, they have I
think they do
tournaments.
Yeah.
Yeah. For
some cash for Tetris. So that was a fair pick. I'll admit that. That was pretty good.
Yeah, Tetris is it's a good game. It's just not for me.
I thought you said yours weren't like mainstream. I feel like Tetris is the most mainstream you can get.
But who would pick Tetris as their favorite game unless they're like a huge Tetris person? And you know I hate Tetris, so I knew I threw you for a loop with that.
Yeah, I was curious.
Because you know I hate Tetris.
He hates Tetris, but it's on his... It's your number 4?
It's my number 4.
So his list doesn't make sense, so he's obviously out already.
Oh, get the fuck out.
Anyways, let's move on to my number 3. How about that?
Let's go.
So my number 3.
Number 3.
Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, I hate you.
Why?
It's a bad game.
That's such a great game. This was the last Kirby game released for the Game Boy Advance, actually, before everything went to like DS.
Kirby Dream World 2 is the best Kirby game.
No, there are a lot of really great Kirby games, but I don't think I had that one.
Kirby Dream World 2 was the first Kirby game to involve the inhaling of people's powers.
You sure?
Yes.
Really sure?
I am.
So before that... before that, Kirby would just suck people up and spit them out.
So, and I don't know the exact specifics, but I'm guessing that, or he just didn't suck at all. Because remember, he can use stars.
That would have been awful. He can use stars.
Yeah, remember, he can use, like
ride on them?
Like, hit people with stuff, like, yeah.
But you have to suck it up.
Oh, my God.
And spit it out. That's what Kirby does. That's all he is. He's a lung.
He's just one giant lung.
Yes. He's a lung and a stomach in one ball.
He's a very spherical lung.
Anyways. Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. Also known as Kirby of the Stars, the Great Mirror Labyrinth.
I like stars.
Yeah, so I really like this game because I owned it and I played it a lot, obviously. So Kirby in this game is split into 4 color-coded individuals that actually have to work together to try to piece things back together. There's like a mirror world in the sky, basically, and everyone sort of has like a dark counterpart. And I'm pretty sure that Dark Mind, I think it was, like the evil in every Kirby, basically.
Okay.
The darkness.
The darkness.
Yeah. So
that's a generic term for bad things.
So there's a Meta Knight, which is cool because it's kind of like Link's sword.
Yeah, I know Meta Knight.
Yeah.
We're good friends.
So Meta Knight goes up into the mirror and tries to, destroy things, but at the same time, Dark Meta Knight comes out of the mirror and slashes Kirby with his sword before he can even react. And that's how he gets split into 4 different colors. Yeah. So that's the story there.
It's interesting.
Oh, and also with this, which I actually didn't know, you could cable link with other people and multiplayer your way through the game on a Game Boy.
Well, so I know you could do that with...
I didn't know you could do that with any of them, really.
I think Dream World 2 you could as well.
Really?
I think so, too.
Wow.
I don't
think so, because there aren't multiple Kirbys in that.
In Dream World 2, there were Kirby and his friends.
What, like...
They were like little creatures.
King Dedede and, like...
No, it wasn't King Dedede. No, it was like creatures. And actually, that game actually fight like a ghost penguin. Kind of like King Dedede.
Huh.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking about earlier when you were talking about Super Mario Land. Or something like that. Wario.
Ghost penguin.
Yep. Ghost penguin.
Well, what's your number 3, Scott?
My number Trey? Trey Bomb. All right. So number 3 is going to be Pokemon Pinball.
Never played it.
Pokemon Pinball was on the Game Boy Color. And it was basically, it was back in the time, like the 90s, late 90s. You'd slap Pokemon on anything, and it would be popular.
Okay.
So Pokemon Pinball, it was basically a pinball game, through and through. But you could also catch Pokemon in the game.
Oh, you know what? I actually did see some video of that. Like, the only one I saw though was like someone got into a special slot and they were in just a little tiny pinball thing with just Mewtwo there, with like little dark balls circling him.
Okay.
And you had to like destroy them in order to hit him and try to catch him. And there was like a time limit. Was there always a time limit when you were trying to catch them?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? He didn't play it. Just kidding. He played it maybe.
I played it maybe.
Pokemon Pinball is number 9 on the list of top selling games.
I swear I did not know there was a list. I mean, I'm sure there was a list, but I did not look at a list.
He didn't look at the list.
I didn't look
at the list. He didn't even know there was a list.
You don't even know who I am. Don't judge me, you fool.
Super Mario Land 2 is number 6, by the way. Let me see. I don't think Kirby would have made it, but because that was kind of that's my own thing.
It's your own thing?
Yeah, I really loved that Kirby game.
This battery is doing extremely well.
Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland is up there. Finding Nemo, number 17. What?
Finding Nemo.
I'm really confused by that. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Did you ever play that?
No, there was a period in my life, and I'm talking about like a year and a half ago. So, totally still an adult.
Okay.
But I was like, I really want to play more Pokemon games. And like, I think X and Y was like the newest game.
Which were great.
Which were terrible.
He missed out on those.
So I didn't really like those. So I was like,
fair enough.
What else can I play? So I was like, oh, there's Pokemon spin-off games like Ranger and the Mystery Dungeons and everything like that. So I was like, let me look into these. So I started watching YouTube videos and I'm like, little too cutesy, blah, blah, blah. And then I bought one and I played it for about 20 minutes and I was like, fuck this. I can't do it. I'm sorry.
He went back to X.
Because it was too many Pokemon things that weren't happening that I wanted to happen. Like, because I'm so used to playing the Pokemon RPG.
You're talking about Mystery Dungeon, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Blue Mystery Dungeon.
What do you even do?
You go through dungeons as Pokemon, yeah.
Okay.
So I'd rather play, there's a free game on the DS or 3DS, whatever. It's like Pokemon Rumble.
I tried that.
It's free to play, or you can buy like $20 worth of something, and then you get like the full version.
That was pretty fun.
But I play the free version, and the game's it's a good quick pickup game, and then put it down.
Yeah, I only played was it all free or was it just like a demo?
No, it was all like the whole game is free, but if you want like the extra stuff.
Oh, like in-game purchase.
It's like one purchase of $20. You can actually buy not a disc. Is it a disc? No, a cartridge.
Gotta be.
Yeah, you can actually buy a Pokemon Rumble cartridge.
Okay.
From GameStop and put it in. Instead of buying the digital version, which is like, okay.
Yeah, I don't like GameStop that much.
I use Amazon now.
GameStop, like when I go... Now, never go there to sell anything. It was like a couple of years ago I went to do this.
Did you see that fucking video with the dude who does all the anime YouTube shows? And he's like, and the guy was like, oh my god, he was like doing like a GameStop thing, and they had like a Switch like the day after it came out, and he's like, oh, you're gonna get $32.36, and he just flips the fuck out.
Very accurate of a GameStop too. Yeah. So I think I bought Lord of the Rings, Shadow of Mordor, Batman. Whatever it was, Batman for
something
the
Arkham,
Xbox One. Arkham Knight maybe. Bought like 2 other games too, but they were like all pretty new. So I went to GameStop. I didn't really like any of them. I went to the GameStop to go see if I could get a decent deal because they were really new. Yeah. And they offered me like $6 a game. And the reasoning was that it was still around Christmas, sort of like a little bit after Christmas. So they said they were still, everything was still super cheap. So they were buying things super cheap. And I was like, listen.
Well, yeah, because they always have to buy less than they sell.
I would rather go out front of your store and try to frisbee this across the highway and see if it'll make it.
So funny thing about front of GameStops, I've made a lot of purchases in front of GameStops.
In front of GameStop?
Well, you can't make purchases inside of GameStops from other people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I tell you, man, I got my wife's 3DS. Mm-hmm. So she had the original 3DS for a long time, and it was crap. So somebody was trying to sell. I was in the GameStop in Hawaii, right. And this guy he was like really sad about it, but he had to trade in his Pokemon Red Blue version of his 3DS. It was like a special edition.
Oh, that's
like
so
they're like
cool.
$300 on eBay. Like, and he was only gonna get like $70 for it because GameStop doesn't buy them because of what version they are. It just comes up as a 3DS. Yeah. So. I was like, hey man, I'll give you $80 for it. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, sweet.
$10.
So
Why not? It's cash too.
Ran to the ATM, came back, got it, reset it. I even had the lady at GameStop check it to make sure it was good.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we were
GameStop helped him purchase this.
Yeah, but it was like, make sure you do it outside. I'm like, gotcha.
They helped him steal their customer.
Yeah,
that was great. That's the first time I've heard them actually be super nice.
Actually, most GameStops I've ever been to, totally love them. Except for the one on Fort Knox.
You love them when they rob you, though?
That GameStop sucks. If you're still there, if that manager's still there, I'm talking to you, evil man, at Fort Knox, Kentucky, zip code 40121. You're a mean person, and you don't deserve to work at GameStop.
Oh, it's getting personal.
I hate that guy. No, I went to the Radcliffe GameStop outside Post because that guy was an ass.
What did he do to you? He must have really scarred you.
Dude, no, he just like, when you'd walk in, you'd ask him a question, he'd just be like, he gave you those like fuck off eyes. Like,
maybe you disturbed him while he was breeding and hatching Pokemon.
Dude, Pokemon Go wasn't out yet.
Pokemon Go?
This was like 2012.
All right, I was in a GameStop. I was in our GameStop, and this was like 2006. Okay. And the GameStop guys were talking about breeding and
breeding and
hatching Pokemon.
Okay.
In their games.
Okay.
To like, I don't know why they were doing it, because there wasn't much you could do back then, but like battle your friends, I guess. But
back in the day.
Yeah, like back when like eggs first were starting, I guess.
Generation 2.
Yeah, like gold.
Yeah, gold, silver, and platinum.
Togepi. So what's up? Platinum. So is Togepi the first? He's like
he was the only Pokemon in Generation 2 that was in Season 1 of Pokemon.
Okay.
If that's what you're talking about.
Was he's the first egg, right?
Yeah.
Togepi's the first egg. And he actually never fully changes from an egg.
Yeah, because it's what, Torgetic?
He's kind of like
Togetic, whatever it's called.
If an egg solidified a little bit inside after it got shaken up, maybe like hard boiled a bit,
and then cooked on like the pavement.
Yeah, with the face though.
Oh Lord, oh lordy.
Like a hard boiled Casper when he got into that.
So wait, could you bite him?
Probably.
So like if you like a Pokemon, you just bite against him. Like he's pretty much a deviled egg.
All right, what about like Slurpuff? I think it is
Slurpuff.
It's a Pokemon.
Like basically, a 7-Eleven Pokemon.
It's basically like a little sundae looking thing. I'm pretty sure.
Sundae looking thing.
Or it's like a little cherry with like some ice cream and like some chocolate syrup or something.
Oh, smokes.
Yeah, so like I guess you could eat that maybe. That's that Pokemon.
Okay.
It would probably be weird to eat a Pokemon though.
I mean, but would it?
You'd be shunned maybe.
Well, if I had to choose between eating a Pokemon and having a Pokemon friend...
What do Pokemon eat? You think they eat each other?
They eat nibs.
They go to Brock for the hookup.
Brock gives them the nibs, man.
The nibs.
I think it's funny. They're like, this is my partner, but really it's my pet because I give it food in a bowl.
We totally fell off the list here, too.
We did fall off the list. I think you were... Wait, no. I did my number 3. You're doing number 2 next.
Right. So, my number 2...
Number 2!
This is the one that Scott knows. My number 2 is Super Mario Bros. Deluxe. I love this game. I still love this game. This was actually the first Mario Bros. That I had as a kid. I never played it first on, NES, anything like that.
Okay.
So this is how I got into it. And it was really cool because in the game they included a lot of different things as well as the original 85 game.
Okay.
But it had a save feature also.
That's always good. Sad
thing with the save feature that was kind of messed up though, like say you get to like World 8 and you have like 600,000 points or something.
Okay.
And then you decide to save it World 8-0 or 8-1.
It just saves the level portion?
Yeah. So you start back in 8-1 with 0 points.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah. So this game also includes a 1986 game called Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels.
The Lost Levels.
And it's really cool how you get that because it's not actually there when you start. So the high scores in the game are there, and basically all the Nintendo characters own a high score. I think Luigi's on top with 300,000.
Okay.
So you have to top 300,000. Once you do that, you unlock Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, which is kind of like the same sort of journey, but everything is really, really intensified, and there's some additional enemies thrown in that do some different things.
Huh.
Yeah,
nice.
It's really I only tried the first world of it, and it was really tough. Yeah.
Okay.
So the save feature, you can move the screen around, which I don't really like. You can move it up and down. You can kind of go backwards a little bit. Not true to Mario, per se.
Like OG Mario.
Yeah. There's boo races too.
OG. You can race boos?
You can race boos.
Are you a boo?
Well, you're Mario. So you're Mario, Little Mario, or Big Mario. You pick before you start.
Okay.
And you're racing Boo through whatever stage you pick, basically. But Boo has the power to kind of, like, every time he laughs, he changes there's these blocks that are either red or white. So if he changes them to red, they're basically blocking you from continuing. You have to hit one, like jump into one to change him back to white so you can continue and try to beat him. So you're really at a disadvantage, and he's really fast too. But that's kind of a cool game that's in there. There's also a red coin Yoshi egg challenge to every level, where you have to find 6 red coins, and there's a Yoshi egg hidden.
A hidden egg.
Like blank block in the air. You don't know it's there. You just kind of jump up and you find one. You know, one of those. So random Yoshi egg.
Something that I would never find.
And the one other thing they added, definitely.
Yeah.
But there's this thing though, like there's this little there's like side mini games, fortune teller and stuff.
Okay.
But there's one with Yoshi where you just click it and it like does a little
barrel roll.
Well, it's sort of like a lottery thing, I guess, where it flips through the levels real fast, and then it lands on one.
Okay.
And it shows you a spot in that level where Yoshi will be, the Yoshi egg.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of have to go to that level and try to find it.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So that's my number 2. Really great game. And it is up there, actually. Let me just see where it is. 12. Number 12 on the list.
That's not good enough.
That's pretty good.
It's not good enough.
Number 12 with over 5 million units sold.
Do you want to know what my number 2 is?
Do you want
to know?
All right.
Ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
From the Game Boy Advance, in the right corner,
Game Boy?
Advance Wars.
Advance Wars?
Yes, sir.
So
Advance Wars.
I have no clue what this is.
And that's why your life is sad and boring.
No clue what this is.
So Advance Wars is a turn-based strategy game. You move basically like military tanks and infantry people and stuff like that. The various of sorts.
So it's actually a war on your Game Boy Advance.
Yeah. But the cool thing about this particular game is...
What is?
You could play multiplayer with only one copy of the game. So... You know, DS Download Play wasn't the first time they did it.
Oh, so you're telling me a turn-based strategy game, you could have 2 people play that?
Or more.
Really?
Or more.
A turn-based game?
Or more.
Oh, my God. Okay, that's a good feature.
But for Game Boy Advance, that is actually... Because, like, there wasn't many handheld games back then where you were like, oh, yeah, hand it to your friend.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true.
Yep.
But if it was turn-based, I would expect that kind of...
Today, yeah.
I mean...
Because you play Monopoly on your phone, and you're like, hand your phone to Jackass next to you.
Yeah.
Okay. That was easy. We can play multiplayer all day.
Well, now they have everyone get on your phone, and you're on the same screen on the TV playing something.
I've seen those.
I've yet to try one of those party games, but maybe we'll pick one up sometime.
We'll
get like 20 people in the studio.
I have an Apple TV.
Yeah?
So they have like the game thing.
Oh, you can just go straight through the TV and get it, right?
You just need iPhones.
Well, looks like I'm out.
You can just borrow my wife's. Android life is
what if she
is
wants
bad
to
life.
Play?
That's true. She comes first.
So, can I tell you about my number 1?
Number 1.
Number 1 game.
Number 1. Ooh, wait.
I still have it to this day.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't have my number 1.
He's a loser.
No, because it's...
Or am I a loser because I still have it?
The battery's probably dead in it anyways.
The battery's dead in his game. In his game cartridge.
Life. All right, good.
My number 1.
Oh, shit, is that Emerald?
Pokemon Green.
I knew this one. Okay. I forgot about that.
This was the toughest choice of my list.
Leaf Green, that's what it is, right? Yeah.
So this really was the toughest choice of my list because Pokemon Red version was
smells like
my first game ever.
Smells like an asshole.
Well,
you try to like insert this in your asshole.
You try to do what you can, okay?
You try to play. I need to play some more.
I need to catch them all.
In my butt.
And they already have them in here, so
just gotta find a way to get them closer into you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to be the very best.
So why did you pick Leaf Green? Because I have a Pokemon game that's coming up, obviously, hopefully,
So the reason I picked Leaf Green is I was struggling between Red version and Leaf Green, which is kind of the same game.
Like Fire Red or Red version?
Red version.
Okay, gotcha.
And I had to, obviously, a lot of my list leans towards games that I've played hours and hours of.
Okay.
Pokemon Green, I have played through this game and reset this cartridge probably over 50 times.
Do you know something funny about Pokemon Green?
What?
Or Pokemon Leaf Green, I should say?
What?
Pokemon Green was actually a game that was released in Japan with the original 2, Red and Blue.
Red and Green.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, no, it was Red, Blue, Green. They had all 3.
I thought
they didn't get Pikachu edition.
No, I thought Green. It was Green, and then Green became Blue over there.
No.
Like Green had some kind of shit in it that they didn't like.
I'm pretty sure. Okay, so I'm gonna go with 95% sure on this one.
I think you're wrong.
They got Red, Blue, Green, and then we got Blue, Red, and Yellow.
They didn't have Yellow over there?
I don't believe so. Not at first. I don't believe so.
Usually they get everything first.
Well, I think because Pikachu was like, we loved Pikachu here. Pika.
But they made Pikachu the face over there.
I could be wrong with this. You're gonna let me know. I'm just saying.
I could, I guess.
You have the internet to scold me. You don't even need to research it. At some point, somebody will find this and be like, "You fuck faces."
Good. I hope they do. So Japan released first with Pokemon Yellow.
Well, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, in '98. Like most of the games.
You can't lie anymore or even like pretend you know what you're doing anymore because the internet's here.
Well, it's good. I'm sure that anyone who watches this will be very happy that I called you out on that.
Yeah, probably.
So Pokemon Leaf Green, had to pick that one because
I'm not mad at you for picking that.
It was everything that I loved, but like fresh.
Okay.
So all the Pokemon were just, Pokemon Red version Charmeleon, for example, looks like a blob with 2 little blobs for horns.
Yeah, he looks like a weirdo.
Yeah, so a lot of the Pokemon, like, unless you were viewing them through your Pokédex, didn't really look like Pokemon.
Yeah, the sprites.
Yeah.
Because even in your party, they look like the same little Rhydon looking thing.
Which actually, I kind of enjoyed that back then, but...
Which is kind of funny because Rhydon was the first Pokemon.
I loved, yeah. Rhydon was the first sketch
Oh my god, he's
Pokemon.
everywhere. You didn't even know. He's a fucking plague.
Oh yeah, well go check out our Pokemon episode of Nerds at Night, which was episode 4.
Yeah, that was.
And you'll find all these great tidbits of information.
You want to hear something funny? I spent like a half an hour today watching our Nerds at Night episode 4 or episode 3.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was just like sitting here just like
esports.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just like, we're like, I was just like laughing at myself talking.
He was just like, oh, look at me.
Yeah, I was like, oh, nipples. I'm so pretty. No, I was just like, we're talking about some fun shit. I'm just like, this is awesome. That's why this is my favorite show.
Oh yeah. And we discuss all of our favorite content.
Yeah, it's like we can unwind.
Yeah.
Anyways,
truly for me, because I'm just getting off of work for these.
I actually didn't play Leaf Green. I played Fire Red.
Oh, that's cool.
It was a good game.
Yeah.
I liked it. I liked seeing my old game.
Did you know there's some Easter eggs in there?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're everywhere.
I have 2 Easter eggs. I don't know if you know that.
I have 3 candy canes.
Oh. He's so funny. I can't handle it.
But yeah, no, it's good. It was a good series in the Pokemon, universe, whatever. But I have to say you're wrong on the best Pokemon game. I'm sorry. I'm have to say that the best game by far, bar none,
What?
is not the game that's right there. Because I'm about to say something that's not even probably in the top. It's not even the top 10.
Was it Game Boy?
It was Game Boy Color.
Okay, so it's not on that list.
Game Boy Color. You ready for it?
So ready.
For it? Pokemon Crystal version.
Okay.
Beautiful.
I also cannot
Suicune.
be mad at you for that.
Suicune. Do you know why?
Why?
Guess what Pokemon Generation 2 brought us?
16 badges?
Go fuck yourself, Bobby.
For one. Which was
okay, so
fantastic.
you had double the play for that, yes.
Yes.
It also brought us Day Night.
Okay, yeah, different Pokemon you can only catch during the day and at night, which was really cool.
It brought us legendary dogs that aren't actually legendaries.
What are they?
Sweet, yeah, they're legendaries, but they're like the worst kind.
Raikou.
Compared to like fucking Lugia and like.
Well, those are like ultra legendaries.
Yeah, he's just like they're like boring.
Now
they're Eevees.
What's
you know
the
that?
ultra one for them? Because you only have 3. Shouldn't there be like a master? I mean, I knew.
So yeah, so look, you have. It's weird. So they should have done it differently, but so you have Ho-Oh Gold version, Lugia Silver version, and then Suicune on Crystal. Right?
Okay. Right.
So the reason they did it is because in the in that part of the generation, they really didn't have like Ho-Oh and Lugia weren't enough, I guess. So they wanted to add in the legendary dogs.
Okay. Yeah, well, that makes sense.
Plus,
though.
it made the Crystal version a definitive edition. Like, it had all the shit.
Everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pokemon was also the first one to ever do a 3-game, like, series. Like, every time they do 3 games.
Right, like the two, opposite copies that you need to trade people to get what you need.
Because the other ones were Link's
and then the special
Seasons of Ages, and then Seasons of something else.
Pokemon Crystal, I'm actually really shocked it's not higher up on the list here. It's number 7, which isn't bad.
What is it?
Number 7.
Oh, so it was top 10. Okay, my bad.
Yeah. So top 10. We were looking at the Game Boy Advance when you were reading.
Gold and Silver is. I mean, I get it that Gold and Silver is really good, but it can't be higher than Crystal.
Right, and I'm really surprised by that because it's
Tetris
the same game
one.
but with more.
Yep.
So.
But then again, it might come down to the fact that Gold and Silver came out first. And people were like, "Oh, if Crystal's basically the same game, but with just a little bit more, I really don't need it."
Yeah, you know what?
Plus, people knew that the game after that was going to come out anyways, which was Ruby and Sapphire.
Plus, this list is probably combining Gold and Silver sold copies.
Yep.
So
that's it's harder.
So we'll say that's only like 12 million copies. So that would put
Crystal above it.
Nah, still no.
No.
Crystal's still like only half that sales, but it's still probably the reason you're.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, for me, the first 3 generations were the only generations that matter.
The first 2?
3.
Yep. Oh, so you're talking Ruby and Sapphire?
After Ruby and Sapphire, it's all just downhill.
Ruby and Sapphire were so fun too.
I
own Sapphire.
So if Crystal didn't exist, if Gold and Silver existed, cool, but no Crystal, I would have picked Sapphire.
Which I
think was number 1.
No. Yeah.
Yep. Ruby and Sapphire.
Number 1, Ruby and Sapphire.
16.2 million copies.
Number 2, Fire Red, Leaf Green.
I'm surprised Advance Wars. Was Advance Wars even up there at all?
Not at all.
It was a really good game.
Actually, let me make sure.
It's coming. There's an Advance Wars style game coming to the Switch too, and I'm so hyped for it.
One of my honorable mentions is up there, which was on my list like 3 times as number 5.
So you have your honorable mentions list?
I do. I have a couple honorable mentions.
Go ahead.
Pokemon Red, obviously, big stars.
Oh, yeah.
Next to that, because that's where I started with Pokemon. I love that game.
I love Pokemon Red.
Namco Museum.
Didn't play it.
Really?
Nope.
So Namco Museum, actually,
nope.
It was really weird. They released it all over the place in different consoles.
Yes, it's got Naruto on it.
So the Namco Museum for the Game Boy Advance had no Pac-Man, but it had Miss Pac-Man.
Well, Miss Pac-Man's the better Pac-Man anyways.
Why?
You don't like Pac-Man. Miss Pac-Man more than Pac-Man?
No. Not at all.
You're a failure.
All right, I like original Pac-Man.
You're a failure.
I don't like Pac-Man in the arcades because Pac-Man's like slowed down horribly and the ghosts are sped up, so it's not fun.
Maybe because you're just bad at playing.
I don't know, man. I mean, we could do a Pac-Man off real quick.
That's cool.
Yeah. So it has Miss Pac-Man, Galaga, Galaxian, Dig Dug, and Pole Position. Great name for a game, I know. Pole Position was actually a really good racing game, though. Yeah, you could shift one time.
Is this like a South Park thing where they like ride bikes with their assholes?
No. That's the most efficient way to get around.
It is, and it keeps you very open.
So this was like Formula 1 sort of cars.
Okay.
And you had to make your way through the race without touching any of them because you and the car you touch would blow up.
Death.
You could also shift one time, gear 1 or 2. And then there's also like little oil slicks.
Oil slicks.
Yeah, like in all the old games, the little black puddle on the ground. And if you hit it, you're like, oh my gosh.
You never actually crash. It's like squiggle.
Yeah. Just squiggle and hit the brakes for a second.
Just gonna worm this through. I got it. Oh my god.
Donkey Kong Country is on my honorable mention.
I hate all Donkey Kong games.
Really?
Yep.
It was a good platformer.
You should just die.
So platformers, that's the thing too. The handhelds, that's the reason I love all my platformers and all my old games too. Basically. And my last honorable mention, Pokemon Crystal, Gold, and Also Sapphire. I just included them all because I had them and I loved them.
You should have put them up higher, like number 1.
What? Well, I had to put
So we actually
red
had 0 games that were the same.
Yeah.
0. Except for your honorable mention, but yeah.
I mean, I could not pick anything but Gen 1.
Excuses.
I couldn't pick anything but Gen 1.
But Gen 1 wasn't good.
Gen 1 is where it began.
But it was, so Gen 1 was, they were decent games.
Oh, this Gen 1.
But Gen 2, if this came out the same time that Gen 1 actually came out, like this, then yeah, it'd be a fucking phenomenal game.
This is a great game.
And but I guarantee it'd be too hard for people, and they'd be like, we can't play this, because if you look at it, like as the game progressed, they just added a couple things, so people were like, oh, it's the same game, but just a little bit more and a little bit more. Which is great because it's like it teaches you through generations. That's why I feel bad for these kids nowadays. They all suck at Pokemon.
Yeah, because
actually they're probably really good because they use YouTube to cheat.
Oh, so. They log on to Pokemon. They put their game cartridge in and start up.
Their newfangled 2-screen systems and the styluses.
And then
a really bad Cosby voice.
Some kind of Rotom Pokédex just holds your hand the whole way.
They're good games.
They don't know what to do.
X and Y gave me headaches.
X and Y had a lot of challenges.
Bad 3D effect.
I never used the 3D effect.
You didn't need it to have it on to see it. It was like daggers at your eyeballs.
No.
Yeah.
No, if you turn your 3D all the way down, no.
I never have it on to begin with.
Not me either. I barely.
And I have a big old screen.
Maybe your screen's just what's screwing you.
Yeah, she had a smaller screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Won't be as much daggers.
This is OG. Original.
All right, so this
is the original style.
This I picked up.
That doesn't sound good.
Dude, that's my little pen thing.
Oh, shit.
Wireless.
Wait, what's in there?
You got a little custom one.
What game's in there?
Oh, I don't know. Something.
Pokemon Moon. I thought you hated this game. You sucker.
All right, so how can I say I hate it if I don't try it, you know?
Did you finish it?
No.
Then you haven't played it.
Fuck you. Scott Logic. I guess I have to finish it. You know what? After I beat Pokemon Yellow, I'm on 8 badges. I'm going to train a little more and go through Elite 4. I will restart Pokemon Moon and play through.
We got to get, one day when we have like a couple dollars, we should get a modded 3DS so we can stream 3DS games.
Can we mod it ourselves?
No, I'm not smart enough yet.
Let's find someone.
Okay.
Yeah, Tony,
yeah.
Tony works at Lockheed. He can do it. Hey, Tony from how
down the block. Hey, hey Tony.
How are they gonna know?
Hey Tony.
There's probably 20 Tonys that work there.
I'm Italian. I can say this. You cannot.
What? There's probably 20 Tonys that work there.
There's at least 40 Tonys.
Probably.
43. To be exact.
So good luck finding our Tony. Fuck off.
Fuck off.
Fuck off. Yeah.
Yeah. So wait. Yeah. Whose 3DS looks better? Don't be a hater. Yeah. You like that. Oh yeah. It's so beautiful.
Mine. You know what? Mine came with
a charger.
No.
Because mine didn't.
What?
You didn't know that?
It didn't come with the charger?
New 3DS XLs, like the new Nintendo 3DS XL, does not come with a charger.
Really?
Does not.
Wow.
They expect you to have one. I have bought so many.
They expect you to have one or just go pick up one.
Yeah. But the good thing is when you trade it in, you don't have to have one if you want to trade it in.
So you have 2 L buttons here also.
Yeah, you have the double shoulders.
CR.
And you have the C stick too.
Oh, so you have colored. See, my buttons aren't colored. They're just white and blue.
That's just the standard black edition too.
Yours like opens like shit though, And
it has a better hand. What are you talking about?
Your game over here, Pikmin.
Oh yeah, hey Pikmin.
Never played Pikmin.
I didn't finish it, so I haven't played it.
Then you haven't played like any of these games.
You know what? If you haven't finished it,
right here,
you haven't played it.
Right here in the video, cut it and then put a list of all the games you own but haven't played. It'll scroll like a fucking Star Wars, right before the movie.
10-minute scroll fest. Yeah. Which is, what's funny is our end scenes are Star Wars scrolls. If you watch our videos on YouTube, yeah.
I don't watch them, no.
It's like, I'm here, I don't need to watch them.
Yeah.
I watch them because I'm a weirdo.
I make them, yeah. So like I can see myself in the TV, which is cool.
It's super trippy though.
Look how shiny my
Our
head
battery is doing phenomenal. Just pointing that out.
Yeah. So you said you had like 30 minutes of battery, and it's on.
It's been on for 50 minutes, and it still says it's fully charged.
And it still has the big chunk.
The big chunk's the first one to go though. You know.
His battery has one big chunk, and then a medium chunk, and then an almost the same size chunk.
The good thing is what I'm gonna do is not tonight because I'm gonna go to sleep, but tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and watch 2 of our videos and see how good it looks.
With the camera?
Yeah, like I'm gonna watch one of the old ones with the webcam and then one with this. Our DSLR beautiful bust of beasties. Thank you.
Can we bring this camera to, like, when we go to
conventions and stuff?
Yes.
That's what that mic. We have a Rode mic on top. That's what that's for.
Conventions.
It's a directional mic.
Let's go to some.
Let's do it.
Let's go to some tournaments too.
There's one next year.
Let's go to the.
Oh wait, Tennessee next year for the NWC.
Okay.
Yeah, that is right.
No.
Or no, wait, no. Not NWC.
National World Classic.
That's Nintendo World Championships. Not NWC, my bad. I mean the Pokemon Championships. The Pokemon World Championships are going to be in Tennessee next year.
Pokemon. So what is this? This is what
they do the game. They do game and cards.
Okay. Now the card game, I loved Pokemon cards, but I could not really play the game.
I played the game tournament-wise for about a year until I got really into Yu-Gi-Oh! And then I played that tournament style. But Pokemon is not a hard game to play at all. But it's not very, for me, it wasn't very exciting.
You need lots of energy cards and stuff, right?
Not really.
No?
You don't need, because the thing is, it doesn't really go anywhere. So
that was the thing. I never collected the energy cards. I didn't care about them.
Well, it's kind of like mana for Magic. I mean, you really can get them anywhere. You can go to any card shop and get like a pack.
Well,
like 20
when I was collecting Pokemon cards, I was like 10.
Me too. Yeah, I still have my Charizards.
I don't.
My Charizards.
When I moved, I left my binder full of cards.
Blastoise. I saw that turtle thing. That turtle thing was awesome.
Someone photoshopped a tortoise to be completely Blastoise blue and have 2 of the little water cannons.
I love the first time they showed it on like the TV show. It was like, boof. I was like, oh my god,
Blastoise.
He's a cannon.
Yeah, he's crazy. Remember the Squirtle Squad?
Yes,
Squirtle
with those like the cut glasses. Yeah, it's like Squirtle.
He stole those. Those were the dark glasses from Gen 2.
Wait, you know what's funny? I was just thinking about bubbles.
Like
Squirtle's like move. Like one of the first moves he learns is bubble. And it's like this bubble. Like in the original game, it's like this like slow fucking moving bubble, and it goes.
It's scary.
And then it gets like 5 damage. You're like, oh my god.
Yeah. See, they get shocked.
Yeah.
Like, huh? Oh, holy cow!
That scared me. I think I hurt myself.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I can't continue.
So we got a game in today called Minecraft Story Mode, and I put it on Twitter. So make sure you guys go over to the Twitter and vote on this.
Please
we have
vote.
A poll whether we're gonna do a game stream on twitch.tv/Real Nerds Real Talk, or if we do a recorded review. So make sure you guys go vote.
And so far, live update, the votes are leaning towards the review. Just saying.
Really?
You might want to get on there.
There's votes?
There's a vote.
A vote? Is it your vote?
It's my vote.
I'm going to get on there and just counter vote you.
It's my vote. I want to record it.
The funny thing is I put a poll up like last
review.
week, and 2 people voted on it. It was you and somebody else, and I have no idea who that person was.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
I didn't
weird.
know I voted on it.
Yeah, it was either you or Tim. I don't remember.
Oh.
But anyways, that's been Nerds at Night here on 23 August 2017. I was your host for today's show with my co-host, as always, Bobby Law. Make sure you guys go to teespring.com/RNRT. Grab yourself a t-shirt, a sticker. Stickers. You can't really see the sticker, but you could have saw it earlier. Get yourself a sweaty hood? A sweaty hoodie.
A sweaty hoodie.
Some nerd swag. Join the nerd army.
Nerd sweat.
We need you. Join us.
Sweaty nerd
Promise
hoodies.
we're not a cult. That'd be weird. It would be.
But we sweat in the hoodies we sell.
Tomorrow's episode, or I should say today's episode, and it's kind of weird because it's actually in a couple hours, I guess. Well, like 12 hours.
Yeah.
The next episode coming to you live on twitch.tv/Real Nuts Real Talk will be the episode of
Scooter's Take.
Scooter's Take, yeah.
Yeah.
Can't see that far. It's dark over there.
Scooter's Take. Make sure you turn in for all the news.
Turn in.
Gets it.
Turn in.
Listen, dude, you play it back. I said tune in. Make sure that you tune in. So make sure you twist your dial. Turn right on to us.
Turn on and twist your dial.
Twist that dial, then go to the other one. Turn up the volume.
This looks like you're like twisting an individual nipple.
Hey, listen.
Individual.
Take it down a notch, buddy.
Take it down a notch.
Take it down a notch.
Hey, my friend.
So, yeah. Make sure you tune in for that news because he gets his news fresh, bright and early right before the show. It's all current.
The bakery comes and drops it off.
Yeah.
It's like hot, fresh buns.
Lucky you. What was the news today? What happened?
What happened in the world today?
What happened with that? What happened? We missed something.
The Xbox One X.
No, not that.
It's sold out, and I didn't get an SNES because the internet failed me.
So let's just 2 minutes to tell your SNES tale.
We got plenty of battery.
The tale of the SNES.
So we finished playing, or you were here with me during Scooter's Take today.
Right. We had Chinese.
And then we ate, and then I got a text on my way back up the stairs, and Lily texted me. She's like, "Hey, the SNES is on stock." I'm like, "Oh shit!"
At this point, Scott comes running up.
I literally ran up here.
Didn't explain anything. Oh god! Oh my god!
Oh my god! Get on my laptop. I'm like, Target.com, fail. And then I'm like, crap. And then like I wait like another hour until I'm like, why don't I just go to a store? Because Lily's like, just go to a store. Tim's like, just go to a store. And I'm like, okay,
just go.
I'll go to a store. And I was literally one person away from getting the last one.
He was in line.
If I would have left the house 1 more minute earlier. It's a sign. Karma's coming back to bite me in the ass. It took me 5 months to get the NES Classic, and I'm just not gonna get this one. But I will wait 12 hours outside of GameStop if I have to. I swear to God.
No, what happened with your first attempt? Also, this was his second attempt.
What happened with the my first attempt was when Walmart accidentally released the pre-orders early, and I pre-ordered two. And a week later, they got canceled, and they apologized to everybody
on his birthday.
Yeah, it was my birthday.
Got canceled. Sorry, sir. Birthday. Your SNES classics are not coming. Yeah. My bad.
You're SOL for your SNES.
Walmart's bad. Sorry.
We suck. Great prizes.
So yeah, after all that and then the camera stuff, this was a nice episode. It was a good
fails.
win.
A lot of fails today.
Good win.
I needed a win, Bobby.
I'm here for you, brother.
I'm here for you, man. I love you,
friend. Where's my nerd shirt?
Oh, no, yeah, I know. They didn't come today. I'm kind of pissed.
Another loss. Loss on top of the win.
Oh, man. Just tack them on. Tack them on.
Sprinkle.
Anyways, I hope to see you guys later for Scooter's Take, our daily nerdly news of nerdliness. And that's pretty much it. So we're going to go ahead and phase out into the darkness.
Oh, phase us. Phase us into One Punch Man.
And goodbye.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Bye. Bye.